Meow, motherfuckers. Right, welcome to the very first episode of Part-Time Freaks, a new comedy podcast with me, Michael Mannion, Erica Ealer, and Molly McGuinness. What's it all about? Mostly it's about nostalgia, the viscosity of cum, making up rumours about one another, digging into each other's social media and finding really embarrassing things that we can share with the world. Every week we get a new guest on and talk about what makes them a part-time freak or a full-time freak, or maybe a 0 hours freak and they just want to dabble in it. For the very, very, very first show, we had our good friend Dan Tiernan come in for a chat. This is the pilot episode, but truth be told, it was filmed a couple of weeks ago, which is why at no point do we congratulate Dan on winning the BBC New Comedy Award. But he's an amazing act. You should definitely follow him on all the formats you can find him on. And enjoy the show. Like and subscribe. Thank you for your support. And see you in a bit.
This week we talk about Audi belly buttons grinder, a head of a cow, and hot twinks. Welcome to Part-Time Freaks, everybody. I don't open myself up to it. My dick is sort of like a white supremacist. I've got a Benetton heart and a fucking David Duke cock. I'm gonna have to start dating separately from my dick.
Who was that?
Any guesses?
Me.
Dennis Rodman.
John Mayer.
Oh.
John Mayer. When an interview asked, do black women throw themselves at you? That's how he responded.
No.
Yeah. David Duke. Do you guys know who David Duke is?
I don't know any of these
He is
people.
the Grand Wizard of the KKK.
Wow. And wait, can you say
That's
the quote one more time?
fucked.
Yep. I don't think I open myself to it. My dick is sort of like a white supremacist. I've got a Benetton heart and a fucking David Duke cock. I'm going to start dating separately from my dick.
Wait, so he's saying...
So he's saying he's open to it towards the end, but not. I mean, why would you want to date him?
Ugh, I hate that man. I don't like him. How do you feel about? Also,
I don't know
what
any
does
of
he
his.
sing?
That's what I was gonna say. I don't know any of his songs. He's to me, he's a Kardashian, famous for being famous.
But some people you meet love him, and I'm like, what does he do? And that I had this once someone was, and there was every song. You know who else I've got that with? The guy on the piano. What's he called?
Stevie Wonder.
Chrissy T. The guy who had Chrissy T.
John Legend.
What does John Legend sing?
All of Me. I know it because sometimes I sing it in the house when everyone's away.
How does it go?
What would I do with that beautiful something?
Don't know what.
Yeah.
Do you know any John Legend?
No.
He was in La La Land.
Ordinary
I
people.
probably do, like...
That one?
You played some.
Ordinary People.
I think he's
We
more.
don't know which way to go. No?
I don't know.
Is the impression not helping?
I don't
Go
know
on,
what
guys,
that
ladies
was.
in the room.
I want to see what that is, though.
We're here with Dan Tiernan, guys.
Hello.
Ooh, hello, Dan.
Thanks for
Bestie?
having me.
Bestie,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, him and
Biggest
my
credit,
besties.
bestie. Dan is a very funny comedian. We love him to bits.
Angel Dan.
Angel. We all call him our baby Angel. Thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I love this place. Incredible.
It's cute, isn't it?
Lots of vibes.
It is vibe-alicious.
Vibe Central.
Yeah.
Welcome to Vibalicious Studios.
This is the little mascot. It's one of Michael's sperms.
I always thought they'd look like that.
It's not in the
It's not even in the shot. Yeah, get it out.
Oh, get it
Yeah,
out.
I remember these things.
Yeah.
It's living. His sperm's alive.
We can't let Alfie Carter know. He'll put one on.
Did you get that from like an aquarium?
It's like it's had a
That's
little
the sort of
poo.
thing you'd get at a gift shop aquarium, right?
No, I think I got it on AliExpress. I had like 2 of them. They were earrings, and
This is an earring.
I never wore them out because if you put it on, it's so long. When I bought it, I thought it'd be much shorter. But did you guys have the infomercials for those over here?
Wait, what? These little things?
They-
you know what I'm
these
talking
weren't.
Yeah,
about?
yeah,
Not
yeah,
anyway,
yeah,
these
yeah,
little-
yeah. They went like that.
Yeah, they just sort of like act alive.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
weren't
No,
alive
but
at all.
like how it was is it had a really small thing of fishing wire. You'd
Yeah.
tuck it into your pants, and then you'd be like, the guy would be like, "Oh, look, it's moving," but he'd move his hips to go with it, and they'd always sell it in like the strip mall, but it was on TV, like to advertise to kids, and everybody wanted one so they could like flex on their friends, be like, yeah, but they wouldn't tell you how in the commercial that you do it because. Yeah.
Oh, because I think everyone had these, but I don't think anyone knew what to do. Like, we never did that, put them in the pants. I don't think anyone knew it. I think you just went, ooh, and then you're bored of it. I just went, you're over it.
But yeah, it was supposed to be a magic trick.
Oh, well, Dan, you did magic, so maybe you should you might know how to do something.
I'm long retired, I'm afraid.
You never had
I
Ben
want
in
a little
it.
go though. I'm done now.
Our stand-up teacher would tell us, you need to either do music if you want to be successful quick. You either need to do music or magic because it'll be a niche act, and you'll out like people will want to book you more than others.
What, like music comedy or magic comedy?
Both, like either or.
Shit.
And like some people, because the music one, he'd be like, look at the biggest famous people who've come out in the last few years. He would be like, look at the Lonely Island. And I was like, yeah, I guess. But then he had no examples for the magic one. But there was one kid in my I think the year above who did do magic, and he quit, but he was kind of funny.
Yeah. But also, it's just like it's only like that era, really.
Yeah,
It's not like,
I guess
there's
like
always,
Burnham still.
Yeah.
But like, there's people now who like are funny in their music, but they're not comics. They just do funny songs.
Yeah.
Like Cupcake, or like even Nicki Minaj at times. I'm like, that's funny. Yeah. So, first segment, which we always do, is we check in on each other's dating life. It's mostly to just terrorize Michael and be bitter, because he's obviously happy.
You're still with Evelyn, right?
Bullshit.
Yeah. What's yeah? Can we? So vibe check. What's the vibe check?
The vibe check is good. Yeah. All plain sailing. Played badminton the other day.
Just you two?
Yeah, absolutely battered her.
And then we played badminton.
That's a very Asian thing to do.
What?
Badminton. My people love it.
Wait, hang on. Sorry. What is that like?
It's the birdie. And
So one with the shuttlecock.
Yeah.
How
Oh,
do
is
you
that
know
what
what badminton is?
Is that what y'all call it? Shuttlecock?
Yeah. What do you
mean
what
that
do y'all
thing?
call it?
Birdie.
Birdie.
Is that thing?
Yeah.
I've never played that. I don't think I've ever played. I think that's another thing like this. Like I might have got it one Christmas and had no one to play it with, and went and then never did it again. Like
No, you must, right? So badminton. I really need you to know what badminton is. So it's like a really thin metal racket.
Yeah.
And it's like got a long handle.
Yeah.
And you play with
Slazenger.
a high net. That's a
brand.
Yeah,
Why
but you're getting out. You don't need to think about racket brands. Yeah, sure, they probably do make it. You're getting way ahead. Let's work out what the sport is first. But yeah, very good.
Yeah.
It's like really high net, and then the net, like the shuttlecock.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
this
it's
is.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen them, but I don't. Once you hit it,
The other person has to hit it back.
but there's only one side that you can hit of it, right? Because the other
Yeah.
side is like hollow.
Yeah.
That's quite difficult then.
No, because it sort of swizzles.
Yeah,
There's
it's
some science in it, and it swizzles.
it's
back
like
around.
weighted, isn't it? So
Yeah.
the heaviest part
Right.
falls first.
So it sort of goes like. Yeah.
Right. No, never played it. I think I had it, but I had no one to play it with because I was like an only child.
Sort of sport you can play and feel like you're.
Well, yeah, I
So
was
I
gonna
was
say.
13.
Yeah, I was gonna
So,
say.
yeah.
I
As a
I
child-
laughed at first, and then I was like, oh no, wait, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you were
Bro-
an only
brother
child.
erasure.
So I was
Erasures.
13.
Oh wow!
So
now
I
you've
still
got...
feel like I have brothers, but it's such a big age gap that I
for
still
sure.
feel like I lived my childhood as an only child.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then even when they were, as a teenager, they were too young, I couldn't play badminton then.
Yeah.
And then when they probably wanted to play something, I was like,
Would you
"No,
play
blame."
badminton with them now? Would that be feasible?
I don't really play specific games.
What if they wanted to?
like that? I'll play it for a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty low intensity.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Is you feel like you're fucking sick at it
Yeah.
because if you it's so light. So absolutely.
I would play it like I play tennis, and I wouldn't understand why my tactics wouldn't work.
Oh, so it has to be different.
Well, tennis, you kind of like hit it quite hard, but like badminton, you like kind of like, you don't hit it as hard.
Okay.
Like, otherwise it'll just fucking hit. It'll just go down, kind of. You kind of have to just bang it, but not tennis. I was like,
Right. So I don't even think I've actually played tennis. I played ping pong.
well, where can you play tennis here? To be honest, I don't know why I played tennis.
I love tennis. That's my game.
Is
You
it?
like it?
Yeah. It's really fun.
I did the town of Markham put on like summer camps. They're just run by like teenagers, and I did one for 2 weeks. That was tennis and golf, which I think looking back now sounds like it was a really fancy camp.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Middle class as hell.
It was like we went golfing once.
Yeah.
The rest of the time we were just in a high school gym.
Yeah.
And it was just like just
I've never
teenagers
done-
who didn't know what they
Never
were
done
doing.
golf.
Not even mini
Done
golf.
Done crazy golf.
Yeah,
Never done golf.
it's boring.
Yeah, I can
I
imagine.
hated it.
It's hard.
You give me a golf vibe, Michael.
How
Yeah.
that's
100%.
no, right? This is-
Yeah.
Oh my
Into
god, you're all off the podcast. This is the worst thing you've ever said to me. I have a golf vibe.
Look what you're wearing.
course
That's what you're
you
wearing.
You do.
All you need is one of those fucking hats.
Do you know
and
what?
then-
Larry David loves golf, so I'll take it.
Yeah.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Conceding. Yeah. If you said I'm going like me and James Heath went and played golf together.
He wouldn't bat an eye. He would
Yeah.
not
No,
bat an
you
eyelid.
wouldn't. You wouldn't. You go, oh, what do you play off? Like,
So you don't play golf. You must have gone through a phase.
Have
no?
you ever played?
My brother loves golf. He tried to get us into it, but we're just out of the coordination. Just fucking.
You also have to buy a load of shit,
Yeah.
don't you? So how do you know if you're into? You got to spend a lot of money and be like, oh, I'm not really into this.
I remember going to the driving range though, and you'd like have a load of clubs. Like when I was a kid with my dad, and like be sick pretending like going through the clubs, like pretending you had a proper technical choice, being like, oh yeah, this one's the perfect
Yeah,
one. Yeah, changing weapons.
Where are you at in your dating life?
Oh wow, how long have you got, sisters? Yeah, no, it's non-existent. I've got a. I'm using Grinder, but not successfully.
Have you recently gotten that? Because you were
No,
on it.
I sort of delete it and then get
Right.
it back. But I never, when I have it, it's not to like nothing ever happens of it.
Do you
'Cause-
engage with anyone on it?
Not
there was
at
a-
the moment. I just have it now because sometimes I go, oh, I wonder
Yeah.
who's around.
Who's around?
Just
A
have a
year
little
ago,
look.
we were in a bar and someone who had watched you at a show was messaging you on Grinder, and they were like, I mean, they were
Were
as
they really
far,
close?
yeah, they were about maybe like at the other side of the wall, and you were like, oh, I guess I have to talk to them.
Oh yeah, no, because it was a guy like saying, "Great show tonight, man. We're over here," and then I turned around and there's this guy who I didn't fancy at all. Like, he made it like he was being like a nice audience member. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, it's quite wholesome though. He's not said anything.
And then what
like,
did I do? Did I go over? I think I went over.
You had a brief chat with them, but then like you're like, oh, thanks,
I think I just went over and like shook their hands or something like that.
yeah. You kept it brief.
Because I think I ignored them, and then they were like, "Yeah, we loved your show" or something. They just kept going or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I can't believe I'd forgotten about that. Yeah. Yeah.
But you've not messaged. Has anyone messaged you? Not replied? Just sleep. Just having a look what's out there.
Yeah, basically. And
That's
then I
usually what
got a
I do
Hinge
as
a
well.
couple of weeks ago. But then
Oh.
I started setting it up and got too overwhelmed and just closed it, didn't open it again.
Oh,
It's
what was
like-
your profile like?
No, I didn't even get. I think I put like 2 pictures up, and I was like, "Oh, yeah." Hinge, there's a lot to it. There's a lot, and there's a lot of choice. There's a lot of options.
It just it's
You
a,
can do
it's a whole
voice
day.
notes, you can add sounds. You can do fucking I don't know.
It is good because it's supposed to
boomerangs.
show your personality more,
Yeah,
which I
if
think
you're
it
someone
does.
who sort of comes across well on social media, then I think it's great. But like, I don't know.
Yeah, it probably is. So I do feel that some people just aren't very good at showing. Sometimes you're like, oh, maybe they just don't know how to sell themselves. They've got a new thing on it now, where you can put like, like a question, like 4 categories, A, B, C, and D. So they'll put like, what is my worst fear? And then there'll be like 4 different things.
And
you
they
just
and
click-
they guess.
You guess. So
Okay.
you're on that profile, you guess and it'll tell you if it's right or wrong. I don't know why. I don't know what the point is. Maybe it's just like a fun little...
Game.
Icebreaker.
Yeah.
Because then
Yeah.
they're like, oh, why did you think I did that?
Mm.
And
Yeah.
you're like, that makes sense.
So you've got that. You can also now put video... not only voice notes, you can put some kind of... I didn't do it because I deleted it recently, but something came up saying it had a new thing where you can put like a video message. So
Ooh,
not
yeah, they're
only
bringing
a
back video
voice, you
dating.
can do like a video
that
message
would just be-
thing on your profile.
I semi-rate the technology because it is like not everyone you don't come across like yourself really on
Yeah.
text, but at the same time that's terrifying.
It's corny.
I would feel so
Yeah, exactly.
exposed.
How could you do that? Like,
Hey guys, I'm horny. Hello.
I think that's a good tactic.
yeah, right.
But there's obviously you want to be like ironic or funny in it because if you're serious, it's just too corny.
Yeah.
You know, but then it's just so much pressure. Then I just feel too much pressure with it, and then I'm like, oh no. But
Well,
it
you
is.
have your videos like a proper sketch.
Using that thing, doing that trick in the pants.
Yeah.
Like,
I've gotten multiple times on Hinge that people being like, "This is the most unhinged
Yeah.
profile I've ever seen."
that is true. Your profile is unhinged, though.
I mean, but I think it's like it's laws.
yeah, yeah, but you have to be like that. I think it has to be funny.
I also think like if you're gonna call that unhinged, we shouldn't meet.
Yeah.
We shouldn't meet.
But
You're
it
just
should
like-
be like funny. It shouldn't
But-
be like silly because anyone's profile that's too intense is very off-putting to
Yeah.
me. Like people are like don't take themselves too seriously. They say everybody says that.
Yeah.
Do you remember we did another kind of mini podcast before we got into this about bad answers on dating apps, and there was that. Do you remember the man with the wolf paintings?
Oh yeah, yeah. He had loads of different one in each.
Every picture
Yeah.
in his house, he had a different painting of a
Of a
wolf.
wolf.
Okay, but
And
is
it's
it like
just
also-
a bad
Yeah.
sign? It's
would it
just
be
it's a red
like those
flag.
wolf like t-shirts? Was it like that?
It's one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a big moon in the background, like a painting.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then one of like
Was
a
it-
bunch of tigers all lying on each other.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
But also, don't you have a painting like that? But foxes or something. Am I
Yeah, but my
wrong?
grandma did that. It's a very different vibe. That's an heirloom. I'm not like I am one with the wolf dating. You know, it's like that's the vibe he's putting out.
No, yeah, that
Want to be part of this pack, baby? You know, that's what he's saying.
Yeah, lone wolf is a red flag.
Yeah. Remember when
Yeah, anyway,
that guy?
yeah, someone had said, what did he say? I'm just a lone wolf.
I'm alone. Oh, I think it was like how it started was he was like, "Yeah, you don't want to be with me. I'm
Yeah.
damaged. I'm a lone
Oh, yeah,
wolf."
that was-
And it's like this dude is like, you wouldn't expect him to say that because he's like, I don't know, kind of like he is a corny dude, and like,
I'm sure he quoted a song as well, like "Born to Run" or something.
yeah,
Something really, really cringy.
like you expect like someone who says that to look like a school shooter.
Yeah.
Dude looked like I don't know, fucking teacher sort of.
Mm.
Is that what he looked like? I think
Yeah,
I
but
just
he
always
had-
see him wearing a newsboy cap, and I was like, that's teacher.
Yeah, but he also had hillbilly vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lone wolf, like romanticization of it, doesn't make any sense because lone wolves have been rejected by the pack. You know what I mean? It's just showing, like,
Yeah.
I'm the bottom of the pile. That's what they're
Yeah,
saying.
you don't want to admit to being a lone wolf.
No.
Yeah, it's never a good thing, is it? Like, what's he like? Oh, he's a bit of a lone wolf.
Yeah.
It's never like.
I think they think it means self-sufficient, but it doesn't. It
No.
means nobody likes you.
No, exactly.
You stink. Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah, it's a red flag if they've got no mates as well in the pictures. That's like the lone wolf. You know when people just have like
But it's also
Well-
but it's also annoying on the other side of that when they
two
only
men and
have
you don't know which
pictures
one
of
it is.
their.
I agree. But it's more like when every picture is just in their bedroom or something.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's kind of like they've got
You can have one
nothing.
pick or two picks with a bestie.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Or just
I'm
some-
socialized.
Or just maybe one of you out at least.
Yeah, you know, they
yeah.
don't even need to be in the photo, but you need to look like you're not just in your bedroom.
Yeah.
You know, these like blurred.
You've done the shooting.
only mirror selfies.
Yeah, you've done the shooting one day with 6
Yeah.
different outfits.
Yeah.
It's not a good look, is it?
And they always look like they've been taken on like a Motorola or something. Never
Yeah.
good quality. Yeah, no, not good.
What would your ideal man's be?
Profile.
No, someone you'd want to be with
Oh, in general.
in general. Could be looks, could be however you want to take it. Could be looks, could be like personality. I suppose looks is like an easy one to just say.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious, really, isn't it?
Twinks.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a hot twink.
Hot twink. Hot twink.
I said it.
Any listeners who are twinks, you know where to find them.
What kind of job? What's the life? The ideal.
Like, the ideal is like comedy adjacent. Sure.
So that they get it.
So they even maybe working it or working something very similar. So they completely understand the lifestyle and
Yeah.
like all of the other fucking shit that comes with it. But they're not going to be, when we have a vicious breakup, they're not going to be fucking...
Making a show about it.
No, not that. I don't care. I like that.
A clown.
Would you like
No.
What about a clown?
A clown would be perfect.
A hot twink clown.
Yeah, hot
What
twink
about
clown.
an improviser?
No way. Literally no chance. The hottest twink in town could be interested in me if I found out he
does
was
improv.
in comedy sports. Sorry. I'm sorry.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, but you don't want them if you have a bad... Oh, also, you... I just think it'd be super intense if you were both comics and you lived together. You were like doing the same new material gigs all the time. And
Yeah.
fucking... It's just a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
And,
I had
and
a...
imagine being in the fallout of one of you is like a compare of the gig
God.
in it.
two comics I know from back home. They were off and on for ages, but like she would not let him watch her set if he was in the room. Like, and this is when they were going out. She'd be like, "You have to leave."
Wow.
It would like make her upset, and then
Really?
yeah.
That's not that fucking healthy.
That's not
Oh
healthy.
no, they were not a healthy couple, and he is open about like being like, yeah, you know, but
Yeah.
I kind of understand why, but I'd let I don't know, if I was going out with a comic, I'd let them watch.
You have to. You got to
You
just
kind of
get it over
have
and
to.
done with.
I feel
Yeah.
like you'd kind of have to. I feel like I'd get it if they didn't do comedy in a way. 'Cause it's like, oh,
Yeah.
this is like, it's a
Yeah.
bit weird. Like,
And
I
also,
don't
if you're
know.
talking about like, if you have a joke about like an ex, it can kind of feel like, or there's comics as well who are like, so I'm single, and then like their fucking partner's there or something, and so maybe that's a bit weird as well.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Mm.
But maybe like early days where you're still like a bit nervous, like it might be a little bit of like, well, I mean, if
Yeah.
you've got
that's a good question. Do you think well, your girlfriend took ages to see your first set
Yeah.
because you met during the pandemic.
Yeah.
because
So-
I remember even when we were at Edinburgh last year, she was watched you because you did a spot last minute, and I think Evelyn had said, "Oh, he doesn't let me watch her. You hadn't really watched.
Well,
she hadn't really watched anything
yeah.
before."
Wasn't it you wanted it to be a proper night? You didn't want her to see like a new mat or something.
well, then I took. So, bleep that out. I'm gonna put a little flag in there for me to chop that
Everyone trying to keep a straight face. Yeah, you can't
You're
cut
used
this
to
out.
it
You
now.
cut this out.
bit. Welcome to Beef FM, where we fuck things up.
We can't do that. I think we could get away with comedy sports.
Watch
Too
this.
much.
Yeah, I can't remember the Fringe. Like, yeah, I think I only did like a few little spots, and she just wasn't around for it. So yeah, then it was like a 20-minute set, and I was kind of really fresh out of lockdown or something, so I hadn't. No, it can't have been at the Fringe.
Took it to a 20. I wouldn't like.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's one of those where I think that the concern was she was like, oh my God, if you're shit, this is going to be really humiliating for me. And I was like, well, okay, brilliant. But then also it's kind of like, I think anything high risk in a relationship, you should just rip the Band-Aid off.
Mhm.
So like when she met my dad, we were just passing his house and I said, oh, well, let's pop in. Take the fucking heat out of
Just
it.
do it.
Tony, Evelyn, Tony.
Your dad's name's Tony?
No, he's actually called Richard, but everyone calls him Anton. Anyway. He's got many aliases.
No, Tony. Sorry, that's
Yeah.
shocking to me.
All the musicians would all call him Tony. His middle name's Anthony.
Yeah.
But why does he not like Richard?
His dad was called Richard. So
So he
didn't
was
relate to it.
Richard Jr.
no, in essence, but he
You
was
don't
just
know
called
Nick?
Anton in the
Right.
house. I don't know. Fucking Irish.
Continue.
so-
But I'm fascinated by your dad.
Yes, you both are. So yeah, I did have to go with a notepad because I hadn't done so much of it in ages. But yeah, it just went fine.
Mm-hmm.
Crowd, it was all right. Well, no, it wasn't. It was like it was like because it was quite a long night. The crowd ebbed down by the time I got on. There was a couple of like rough characters, but that kind of just allowed me to just like crowd work and work on their reactions, and yeah, it was fine. So,
But how long was that? Oh yeah, because you had it was already long because of the pandemic.
yeah.
Right. Okay. So there was.
But
Yeah.
did you wait, like, because there was periods of time where she could have seen you.
Mm.
Yeah, I think so. But I think it was one of those after lockdown. I was like, oh, I'll try and I just need some more gigs before you see me.
Yeah, you need to get back
But
in the
then-
swing of things.
Yeah, I did do it sooner though, because I was just like, I'm already trying to. You might as well hear as many jokes as you can, then you can make an educated choice if this continues.
You forget though, after particularly the first lockdown, like going back was fucking terrifying.
It was.
Like so
Yeah.
fucking scary. Like it was like starting again, wasn't it? Like,
Mm.
I have a set that's online that I really need to ask them to take off because, but I go in it. Like it was streamed. I don't know why it's online. Anyway, but in that set, I go like, I'm really sorry. I've not done this in ages. And coming from me and my stage character does not work. And then they were like really like, oh, but I was like, oh, I hate that I did that. I hate that I was vulnerable with that.
how do you feel though in terms of like bringing partners to a gig? What do you think about people who go on a first date when they're
Freaks.
a comedian?
Freaks.
That
someone?
is insane.
Insane, isn't it?
I've seen people. Well, I've seen one person do this. Bring a first date to a gong show, sit in the front row, and then go up and do the show.
Did they get through?
Don't know. I left.
That makes such a big difference.
The thing is, though,
I
they
don't
got
think-
through. That's a power move.
I don't-
what if you win?
The thing is, I don't think they did.
Give me that seed. You know?
I don't think they did because I think notoriously they do poorly at this place.
Right.
So I don't think they did.
Right.
However, they are still with that girl.
Oh.
Ooh, so
wow.
Mm.
Maybe that's a good way of finding out though if they could still fancy you even if they think you're shit at comedy.
Yeah.
Just take them to a gong show, do 33 seconds, and then like,
Oh, I still love him.
yeah, and then you'll be like, oh, this will work.
Yeah.
But it's just not a good idea. Even if you kill and you win, it's still not a good idea because you're not even getting to know them. It's
not-
like, it's
it's
quite
not a
selfish.
date.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, let me go and do my thing and
Yeah,
you
you
watch
watch.
me.
It's also like it's like when people go to the movies for their first date.
yeah,
It's like
it's weird.
it's weird. You're gonna sit there and watch something unless you do something afterwards, I guess. But like,
I would be, I can't imagine that. You're probably like in the space of a stranger. You barely like spoke, just like watching a film.
Yeah, it's super. The last time I went on a date on a cinema, the guy I didn't like immediately, but he was a lot. I don't know. It's fine to be small, but he was very small. I didn't know, and he also had tiny feet, and he had yellow Converse on. And like when we were in the cinema, all I could see was these tiny yellow Converse, like just like dead bright,
Looking like little minions.
Yeah, just the whole time I was just like looking at his feet, like no, and then we watched a really intense film, Black Klansman. Was that what it was called?
Yeah.
It was like intense, and then after it, I was just like, I want to go home.
You said I've got a white supremacist dick.
But it's not a good date. I mean, you always did that in high school.
I did it
People
in
would do
college.
that. Yeah.
The only date I've ever been on when I lived in Toronto, this like random guy I went to the movies with. It's like it was a Tinder date, and I think it's the only Tinder date I went on when I lived there. He kept being like, I've never been to the cinema before, and I was like, what?
That's weird.
Well, he was like foreign, so I was like, I don't know, maybe. But
Yeah.
I'm like, no, they surely have movie theaters anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
And then like we
You go over and he's like, whoa!
No, but then
It's so loud!
But then he was like, he was confused. He was confused. Right, so we go, and then I'm like, all right, well, let's go buy our tickets. And he was like, And I was like, okay. What type of movie do you think we saw? Genre-wise.
What year was it?
It would have been, I think, 2017 or 2016.
Okay.
So I think I was still at uni.
I think you saw, well, it's going to be something weird.
A horror film.
No, I think you saw like a Bollywood film.
That would have been cool, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think a horror
That would be a
film.
great debut at the cinema.
Yeah.
They're also dead long.
Yeah, they're long.
Like 3.5 hours.
This is a slight diversion, but I went to, even when I was in Dublin on a bender, me and some mate, it's like we hadn't slept the night before. We had like 12 hours to our flight. So me and my mate went to the cinema to sleep.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and we were like, whatever's on next, we'll go. And when it was a Bollywood film. So we were like falling asleep. And the audiences in the cinema of a Bollywood film go wild. So you just get walking up to like, it was actually mad.
So you could not sleep.
No, at all. Well, I would fall asleep
then
and then
also
wake
it's
up
like-
absolutely terrified.
I can imagine the loudness of the songs. When they
Yeah,
come
yeah,
on.
yeah. It's just a full energy. Super loud. But yeah, what were you saying about?
We saw Jungle Book,
Oh, okay.
like the live action one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was.
What did you think?
He really liked. He was like, I think.
Did he get his head around the live action?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a
Had he
complicated.
seen the first one? Or is he...
Like the original.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he must have, but like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
If he's not been to the cinema, maybe...
Yeah, we can't presume anything
Yeah.
about this guy. We cannot
Like,
presume he's seen.
He was like, "Do you want to do some?" I lied. I was just like uncomfortable, and I was like, "This is weird."
Oh, no.
He also like and this is very shallow, but in his photos he had a beard, and then he didn't have one when I showed up, and I was like, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
But then we finished, and he's like, "Oh, do you like? Let's go do something else. Let's go get a drink." And I was like, "I gotta get the last train home."
Yeah.
It's like 10.
Yeah.
10. Subway runs till 1 a.m. I could have stayed there for ages.
No, he's probably never been on a
No,
train
that's the thing.
before.
Yeah. I was like, yeah. And then I remember like prank calling him.
Well, that night.
No, down the line.
Sure, you would have admit this. That's really nasty.
I think I like prank called him,
what
and
was
then
the
or like,
prank?
oh, I think I texted, like I was like, oh, you've like, I forget what it was. We were like, but yeah, he was like, oh, enough with this improv. But he tried to like impress me because he's like, oh, I do improv, and I'm like, or something like that, or I've tried it before, and then yeah, don't know what's happened to him. Yeah, shout out to that man from.
I hope he's been to the cinema
Yeah.
since.
Hope so, probably.
Maybe he works in a cinema now.
No, he works at Tim Hortons last
Got a
night.
taste for it.
He got newly immigrated Tim Hortons. He really immersed himself in the culture.
He really did.
Hey, I'm bringing my Our Femcel to Soho Theatre December 8th to 10th, 9 p.m. Tickets are up at sohotheater.com. Come, it's going to be fun. And it's just jokes, baby. What more do you want?
I'm going to introduce our drink of the podcast.
Oh.
I've got a new one this time. I think it's going to be a bit weird, so I got shot glasses. But it's Mighty Malt Premium. Are you excited?
Non-alcoholic.
Is it booze?
I don't know.
Non-alcoholic.
It's non-alcoholic.
The treat
It's
of the
gonna
week.
taste
We're still
minging.
working
Who's
our way
that
through.
bowl for?
through
I thought
this is for all of us.
A bit of a bowl for Dad. He got whole glasses.
Right, this is the sick horrible
What are they?
combination.
Choc
Choc
nib
nibs.
and
Oh no! We eat these in Edinburgh. Where was it? I think I remember.
Oh no, you
I
know
was
when
blooded and I got
No.
the taste of the choc nibs.
do you know what
Where
we
was
bought?
that?
We bought choc nibs for Michael that time, and I ended up keeping them in my bag.
because we were like, Michael was down bad astronomically, and we're like, let's get him something to
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, but I
lift
ended
his
up
spirits.
I ended up taking them home and forgot. And then when Dan was round, you were like hungover, you were like hungry. I want these choc nibs. Like you ate like all of them. You were going, I feel sick.
Well, because my first one, I went, that's the 8th worst thing I've eaten in my life. I was like,
they're really-
and then I ate like the whole thing. I was, I don't even like, I was just like, proper nibbling them down. So what's this then?
It's just called Mighty Malt, and I don't understand exactly what it is.
It absolutely stinks.
That's such a strong. It's like bread.
Oh my god, that is.
I'm gonna-
Holy shit.
What's the date on it?
I bought
When
it
did
today.
you? Yeah, but where from?
No, it smells like dandelion and
That
burdock.
seems like some of those.
No, it smells a bit licoricey, Mo.
Yeah, it's out of date, guy. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. Sorry.
You gotta spill
You've still
that.
got-
Yeah.
You've still got another
Mike's
year.
about
You
to
sniff it after a while. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
It's the classic energy malt drink.
energy.
I think it's gonna be licoricey.
Is it actually is it?
It's got
Oh, it
water,
does say that.
Right, I'm
barley,
fucking going
sugar.
in. Are we
Should we do
going
a
in?
cheers, guys?
Yeah,
Cheers, everyone.
cheers.
Here's to part-time freaks. Is that the name of the podcast?
It is,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've had it now.
Well done.
It's sweet. Oh my god, I kind of like it.
I think I like it.
I hate
I
it.
hate it. Yeah, it's really bad.
No, I think I like
It's
it.
nice.
What do you like about it? I don't
There's
understand.
a hint of sweetness.
Oh no, it's disgusting. It does
It
remind
is.
me of something.
It's
It
like
reminds-
bread. It's like
no.
bread.
It's like
No, it reminds
I
us
think it
of,
reminds me of some kind of sweet.
Yeah, there's
from-
a sweet
from
flavour.
Olden days.
from Christmas. There's a flavour there that I know.
I like. I think it's
Yeah,
delightful.
Christmas.
Do you finish it?
No, it smells like it tastes like toffee. It's got a toffee
Treacly?
taste.
Is it like
treacle?
a
Treacle,
Yeah.
fucking treacle.
What's treacle?
It's like black, sweet liquid.
Mm.
What?
But you can get it on
Is
other
this otherwise?
stuff.
No, I'm not.
You get it on.
I was going to say ass juice. No, that doesn't even make sense. That's horrible.
It is just like treacle.
Yeah. Oh, you know, I only bought a little one because the other day we had those basil drinks and they were so full of sugar, so I thought we'd pace it.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't give us one of them each.
So we
Fucking
have
hell.
to eat a nib now.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
have a nib.
but I got rid of the mighty malt taste with some nibs.
Do you like nibs? Yeah.
That's
That's weird. What a weird favourite chocolate. I never heard of them. But they're weird things.
They were in pick and mixes like in the 90s. You know, when you pick your own pick and mix, like in Woolworths and that.
Yeah.
I am over it now. Right, it reminds me of Coke, but
Like
I think I don't drink.
flat,
Yeah,
Disgusting Coke, so.
Mm.
I hate it.
yeah, it's bad.
Where'd you get that from?
Same place.
Basil shop.
have you gotten to the end of that?
Yeah.
Have you looked in it?
Ooh. Why? What's in it?
A fucking homophobic attack is what's in it, Molly.
Let me see.
It says at the bottom of the glass.
A slur for Dan.
Yeah, we
These
made
are great though.
Did you make these?
my friend. So what we when I was a few years ago when I was home, my friends and I went to like this pottery place, and the three of us we all did 3 shot glasses. So those are the ones that my friends made for me.
Cute. This one's great.
Yeah, that was very good.
He's so woke.
If you've seen the other side,
Yeah,
I commit
I saw that.
suicide.
It's very offensive shot.
Beautiful.
I mean, you got to blame Michael. He gave that one to you.
I know what he's.
What does mine say? Drink the rest of that so we can see what that one says.
She just said puffed. Oh my god. Virgin puffed. What? Oh my god.
Oh, that one says something under it.
Nothing. Doesn't say nothing. Just necked all of that. I've never seen so many snacks eaten on a podcast. Whereas in a few more episodes, you're going to be eating like a full meal.
We're going to run out of weird drinks.
Yeah.
No, there's so many weird drinks.
You think?
Yeah.
What's the weirdest food you guys ever consumed?
Food.
I ate when I was in France as a kid. Like, went to a restaurant and I ordered the menu was in French and it was like head of cow. My mum was like, "Oh, that means the best bit." Just like a cow's face.
Yeah, but that was obvious. Head of cow.
Oh yeah, my mum's thick. Yeah.
What do you mean the face?
Nikki fucked up.
So
I eat everything.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very adventurous eater, always have been really.
Mm,
And I tried to eat and I just couldn't.
really?
Because it was like layers. There were the layers, sorry.
No,
You
keep
could
going.
see like a jelly layer and a skin layer and it was minging.
And it would have been expensive too, probably.
Yeah, no, it was dull. It was the head of the cow, Erica. Of course it was.
My sister went to Morocco and they would just use all of the animal and they made these like big tagines and they're all dipping their bread in it and they were like, what? It had a weird texture, like, oh, what is this?
Brain.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
not
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I might have to message
like
it,
that.
but yeah.
When people talk about animals make the nicest food, that's why I unethically eat them, myself included. But they do also definitely make the worst food, don't they? Like, if you think of the most minging food, it's always animals.
Yeah,
it's always
that's
something
true.
or unless you're getting involved like fermenting and shit and stuff like that. But yeah.
Mm.
When you first said it, you said animals make the worst food. I imagine like the animals actually trying to make the food. I was like,
A ratatouille situation.
Yeah.
these rats are useless in the kitchen.
I don't know what my worst food is. I don't think it's I'm not that adventurous with animal stuff. I don't like seafood.
Full stop.
things.
Eat shrimp.
I can eat shrimp.
Smoked
I mean,
salmon?
the weirder ones.
All right, like a prawn.
That's not weird. A
Oh, so you
prawn.
do eat seafood. A lot of people
Prawn.
don't touch.
Prawn
Yeah.
and
I don't
shrimp.
like
She just said
oyster.
Right, sure, but that's quite
I don't
common. That's
like-
what a lot of people don't.
I don't
like
anything
oysters.
like
Mussels. You won't like.
Nah.
You don't like what's the name for them? Crustaceans or like whatever. Anything in. You don't like
crabs.
cockles or
Spaniel.
what? Spaniels?
The dog.
No, I don't really like. And lobster. I had lobster once. Someone took me for my birthday to get a lobster, and I thought, "Ooh, this will be nice." And it's dead hard to get
Yeah,
into it.
I didn't like it
I
when I
ended
tried
up
it.
cutting my finger, and blood was everywhere on my hand. And then my friend made me laugh so much that I pissed myself. So I was in this restaurant, and a really posh restaurant, and I pissed myself on the chair, and then my hand was covered in blood, and they were like, "We can never take you anywhere like this again." It was Hawksmoor.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah, that is pricey.
Yeah, and I was like, "We need to leave."
Why did she make you laugh so much? Was it because you cut yourself?
It was something about the cutting
Yeah.
myself, and I was like,
And then,
"Oh!" And then I'm like, "Guys, weed!" And they were just like, "What?" And then I hardly ate the things. I didn't fancy it.
when you hurt yourself as well, like you're gonna be a bit like sort of excited and
Yeah.
fucking adrenaline's gonna be pumping.
And
boom.
already they were like, "Guys, we keep making a scene." Because I think I was a bit drunk, and I was like, "Ah!" We were all like loud, and everyone was looking at us at the restaurant. Yeah, then I pissed myself, and we need to go now.
I'll do that with my friends. Like we'll go to like a normal place, but then act extremely weird just to be like, what they gonna do?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, we
brought-
deserve to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We brought a Ouija board to this like local pub, and like there was like a there was like a wedding party, like engagement party happening, and then we kept being like weird and stuff, but then they were also chaotic. One girl came up to somebody in the party and was like, "I don't know why you're here. Nobody likes you," and we were just like overhearing it.
But it wasn't a party, it was just a pub.
No, yeah. So like they had just come there for drinks, but they were celebrating the fact that someone in their group had just got engaged. So it was like a planned thing. And I think it was like the pandemic. You could only go on the patio. So it was just me and my like 3 friends from high school, you know.
To be fair, if I was having an engagement party and then there was people with an Ouija board in the corner, I'd be like, please go.
Yeah. They talked to us a little bit and we were like, congrats.
Did you do it? I've never done one.
We did it, yeah.
Do you want grandma to come to the wedding? Should we get grandma's blessing before we...
We did do it. And the way that you do it is that you have to put like your hands on it and you have to wait 2 minutes. But the way it works is that your muscles get tense after doing that so it starts moving.
Yeah.
It starts moving and then everyone kept being like, yo, you're moving it. And then we were like, we're not. And then we like went through the science of it and then we were like, right, that's what happened. But then some of us would push it. Like we spelt like WAP.
So
and they're like, oh, WAP.
Oh my God, I love that.
WAP. No, wet ass pussy.
but there is something in like if you try not to move your hand, like you can.
It will, yeah.
It doesn't take a much of a thought for it to move, so it only needs to be a slight suggestion. So it's like a classic magic trick where you get someone to hold a piece of string with a weighted end. You just tell them to hold it still, but you start going to move, and you talk to them, and it will naturally start moving. It's like really weird. Spooky.
I want to try one.
You saw a psychic.
All right, mate, hold this up.
But what does it mean if it moves?
That.
It can tell you if your sperm count is.
Yeah.
Tells you if you're fertile.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you don't have like an earring.
Oh.
What? How can I be golf on the start of the
I
podcast?
I think that's gonna come.
Yeah.
In the next crisis.
The next crisis. Holy shit.
But I just think, when you were in your indie era, how didn't you get like...
but you hated indie, didn't you?
I hated it, yeah.
Oh, so you were like, don't touch these.
Also, I feel like Michael wasn't that kind. Like, you're more like...
you're on the outskirts of it.
Yeah, I was the bass player, in the group of friends in terms of liking indie. I was on
and it was like David Gray indie more, wasn't it? Like that kind of...
Who's David Gray? Is that like
just
Craig
kind
David?
Of dad indie.
He
was like what mum's like Coldplay vibes.
Right.
Yeah, but Coldplay used to be like the height of music, didn't they?
Yeah, but they didn't have no.
I'm not saying it was a good time. It was a very bad time. Yeah, I had a trilby. That's enough of a sin, you know.
Wow.
Oh, you had like
Yeah.
like fedora.
Yeah, that kind of. Yeah, so
I bet you look so smug in one.
it was. I think I looked
Where would you
unsure
wear-
of what I was doing.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
I don't
frightened.
understand society, but someone said it was cool, so I'm just going to keep it on my head.
Was that when you
And,
worked in Dorothy Perkins? So I'm just picturing you working
Peacocks.
in
No, that was Peacocks. Yeah.
You're just working in Peacocks with a trilby on.
No, you can't wear a trilby on the shop floor of Peacocks. That's madness.
Where would you wear it?
Like at like
On a night
gigs
out?
and things and.
In comedy?
No, just going to watch music and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
There
it
was
only
very
3
little
years
to do.
ago.
in
Going to watch
Compton.
a cool band in your trilby.
Yeah.
That
The
is
guy
cool.
who you were messaging, who was at Olga's birthday, he was in a band. And that was one that we'd go and see, and I'd have my trilby on.
Who?
It's called Ross Drummond. You were messaging him on Instagram for a bit.
The one that messaged me who's knew you.
Yeah.
Oh, did you end up talking to him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he asked me if I was from Congleton. I was like, do I sound like I'm from Congleton?
Yeah, that's
Excuse
dumb.
you. I could not believe, because I guess it's because I
So that
knew
was
Mike.
association.
Yeah, it was association because like I know Michael and I know Michael's sister. So Michael's sister was talking with that guy, and then he was like, "Are you from Congleton?" I was like, "What?" But I had spoken like in this voice and like a few words, and he asked me that, and I was like, hey, maybe he was drunk, but whatever. And it was loud, but it just made me laugh, being like, as if.
You got a Congolese accent. You developed.
Yeah,
Congolese
after
accent.
living with this idiot.
You've caught it. It's happening. Yeah, bad times. No, never an earring. I don't think it looked mad on me.
You don't think it looked mad?
No, I think it would look mad on me.
Yeah.
I don't think it
If you
would.
didn't have glasses,
I
it would
think
look
it would
okay.
look gay. I
That
think you would look gay if you had one.
you already have that vibe.
You already look quite gay.
Mm.
Like if you
Yeah.
said who's gay, me or Michael, you would say Michael.
Yeah.
We discussed this the other day that I would make a fabulous gay. That was
Fabulous, good. It's already got the
Yeah,
terminology.
it's already
He's been working on it.
If you had to have a piercing, where would it be?
Nowhere.
On your face?
Nose.
You have to.
I could see you getting nose.
Prince Albert. Is it Prince Albert?
Yeah, the penis one. One in between your balls.
No.
Oh,
What about your belly button?
nipples.
It's already fucked anyway.
What about the...
Rachel Fairburn asked to see my belly button because of
Okay,
you.
we need to
That's-
explain this though. We posted like, was it you? I found the
Yeah.
photo of this swirly belly button. So it's like the skin swirls.
Yeah,
And then it does kind of look like it could be Michael's body.
it does look. Yeah. Yeah,
And
so-
Molly put it on her story, being like, guys, this is Michael's belly button.
I saw it and believed it.
So many people believed
But
it.
it's
I
like a
loved
proper
it.
swirly. It looks
Yeah.
like a Solero. Like,
Yeah.
Fucking, not a
Oh.
Solero. No, like
Twister.
a Twister. Yeah. That's it.
Like you could be hypnotized looking into
Yeah.
it.
It's like an optical illusion.
Go inside.
That's how Michael gets young men.
You want to see my belly button?
Look into the belly button.
But it's not that weird anyway. It's an outie, isn't it?
My belly button?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It is.
Whoa! He's just spelled the man. He did what he takes to shut the rumour down.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's disappointing, man. Imagine he did that. He did have the swerve.
And I was like, I'm in my own episode of Black Mirror.
Oh, he's just like,
Do we have any Ask Amy's?
Kind of, but people. Oh, a new finger's come in. Let me have a look. So I asked people to send in stuff. This is probably the closest one, but some new's come in. Let's see what that is.
Do you have any piercings? I got asked.
Oh,
People don't understand that we're at.
Yeah, they don't read.
Oh, actually, I did just get one in.
Okay.
And this is a proper one, so the others weren't really. Since February, I'm constantly worried about the prospect of nuclear war, and it looms over every life decision I make. How am I supposed to get on and ignore it?
yeah, just chill your beans. No, you start getting worried about all this stuff. There's too many things.
No,
there's
there is
so
too
many
many
things.
and it's
At
only
that
going to
point-
get worse.
And if
so
you get over the nuclear one, you just start panicking about climate change, and then
Yeah.
cost of living, and then
Yeah.
fucking viruses, and then just chill. Like you're here, just enjoy it.
Yeah, in my head, I'm just gonna like chill, ignore it, and when it gets too bad, probably just kill myself. I was like, I'm out,
I'd
guys.
say that could overdose on like a
Yeah.
nice drug.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
go
Like
out.
take 15 codeines and 10 Valiums.
I'd
or
have a
something.
wild night out,
Mm.
and then I'm off. Because I always think like, when people say this zombie apocalypse, how do you do it? I just think I'd just kill myself. I don't want to be in that world. Anyway, that's not what they want to hear. Is that they were nervous?
No, don't
do
kill
that.
yourself.
Don't
Don't
kill
kill
yourself.
yourself.
Not yet. Anyway, we still
When
got
it gets-
ages.
yeah.
I don't know.
We've got like 20 years just chilling. I think.
I do think with the nuclear war, it'll be sound for, yeah, you're right, it'll be sound for a bit.
Yeah.
And I'm just, if anything, it makes me feel less guilty, all of this stuff, about the bad lifestyle I've lived. Because it's like all of these fucking vegan, kale eating water drinkers, they're probably going to die at 50 as well.
Yeah.
Because
It don't matter anymore.
no, it doesn't matter. So if
Yeah.
anything,
Just vibe.
use it as
Yeah.
a-
Yeah, just vibe out for a bit.
Just a vibe.
And I don't know if it's something that's on your mind, then I don't know. You can mute nuclear war on Twitter. You can fucking do things to self-preserve.
Yeah. Your algorithm is giving it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at the end of the day, it might come to the point where you just have to build a bunker and like lean into it. And do you know what I mean? And start. It might be that has to be your new hobby. is
I
prepare-
say make a plan.
Yeah.
And it can go one of two ways.
Yeah.
Kill yourself or make a bunker.
So you need a bunker with a noose in it. and a fridge full of beer, because it could go either
Yeah, you want
way.
to get out of the party, you know?
Yeah.
Definitely.
This would be a good bunker, guys.
This is the perfect bunker, actually.
Why do you think I built it?
We are sorted in here, I think.
Apocalypse FM.
We're going to end up living off chalk nibs and
Yeah.
malt. Oh.
Mighty Mo.
So Dan.
Was that a little impression of me?
Guess who I am? So I was trying to find some. Oh, where's it gone? It's not done it. I was going through your Facebook.
Why is there a picture of Lee Evans on your phone?
Yeah, we'll get to that. Right,
Oh God, that's not good.
I've actually gone through Dan's Facebook a few times. Oh, for God's sake. I've gone through Dan's Facebook a few times. I really love it. I love looking at your old pictures. So I thought maybe we could go.
I'm quite good, right? I barely use Facebook as of recently, but I used to use it loads. I'm very good. I've not deleted anything. It's all there.
It's all, no, I'm sure you did delete one thing.
I might, if maybe some super.
I can't remember what it was
shit.
because I remember you going, I need to delete that right now.
Oh really? What was that?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Was it the picture of my
having
sister?
internet
Because once I tried
problems.
to prank my sister. Well, I did prank her. Basically, I kept hacking her, like, going on her Facebook. She was getting vexed. She's like 4 years younger than me, so she was useless. Like, and then so then she was like, change the password. So then I just changed my profile picture and my name to exactly the same as her, and just started posting. And she was like, "What?" Yeah.
I used to
So
do that
she
though
saw
on
on her
MSN.
timeline like Phoebe Tear. She was like,
Oh no!
and then she was like telling my mum and dad, but they were clueless, so they didn't. I was like, I've not fucking done anything.
Yeah, you're like, I don't know what she's on about. So
But yeah, I think that's what I deleted because for years I just had a profile picture just of my sister.
yeah.
It was a bit odd.
So you had your picture of Lee Evans for a bit,
Yeah, with the Man City.
which,
Wait.
and then you had Man City. Then you had just this T-shirt, which I think is.
I think I
Is that a
don't.
jersey?
No, it's a City shirt. It's pretty cringe.
This is you in my Trilby era, not knowing what to
One
do
of-
in society.
Yeah.
One of my
Oh,
It's like school, little Chris, like
I
School
was
of Rock
in a band.
era. Wow. I mean, did you play that?
I couldn't play it, but
Why is it only got 5?
no, that wasn't even my bass. That was someone
Is it a
else's
bass or these
It's a bass.
5
That was-
strings?
I had like I joined a band before I could play the bass. So I was like, yeah, I'll play bass. So then I got bass lessons whilst I was in the band.
Oh.
I did it for like a couple of months and couldn't really do it.
Well, here's the
It
band.
was a big part of my identity was the Armadillos, yeah.
Armadillos.
Armadillo.
Aw.
What genre was the Armadillos?
Pop indie.
Pop indie.
So it literally was your
I love like the bandana thing.
Yeah, that
around
was
the-
our thing, buffs. Yeah.
That was, but you had to wear one.
We never did a live gig or anything. It was just a practice. But we'd always
Next year, big reunion.
wear
Armadillos.
buffs. We were professionals, right? We'd wear buffs to the rehearsals. Like we'd wear our costume to the
Oh,
school. Yeah,
the
yeah,
preparation is great.
yeah.
Was the sound great? Who was the singer? Was there a singer?
Can you let me see the picture again? I remember. Oh yeah, so Chappers was the singer. He was the lead guitar and singer. And then Rory was on drums. And then Joe was on rhythm guitar, yeah.
Is Joe the same Joe that you used to live with?
No.
Oh.
These are all the Hume Hall lot, aren't they? They're the school lot.
Oh, is this the Hume Hall lad?
Yeah.
I'd like to know. I don't know why I just found this really funny, but one of your pictures was just of
Right,
10
so
pound-
clearly what's
10
happened here
notes.
is when this was in the days where
Specimen.
Facebook was very new to me.
Yeah.
I didn't fully understand what a profile picture was. I think I sort of thought it was like a little avatar or like just something. I don't know. So I didn't have any pictures on my computer, and I don't think I knew. So I just put things that I had anyway. Like so for some reason I like. So I said, yeah, I put
How did you have that
couple of
saved?
£10 notes. Well, I can actually remember because I can remember now because in like year 8 or year 7 or whatever it was, I was doing a talk for English, and we could do a talk on whatever we wanted. And eventually, mine was a talk on dogs. But before that, my idea was to do a talk on money.
Ooh,
about money.
It's deep, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then just went to dog. Like my favorite dog is.
Yeah,
But the
then I went
money
to
would have been
dogs.
intense.
So then, just for a bit, I had a picture of some money. But can I say, my talk on dogs, right? We did it in class, and I absolutely, I obviously like smashed it, and they got me to do it in front of the whole assembly. And I think that was my first taste of being like just me stood on stage in front of 100 people, year 7, and just riffing.
Smashed it.
I remember once I was talking about different like working dogs and stuff, and I can't remember what breed, but their main use was for like gathering. So the farmer would shoot the bird, and then I improvised and went like that, and the whole crowd
Loved it.
Yeah. So yeah.
How long was the talk?
I don't remember, like for like 5, maybe like I don't know, like 3-5 minutes. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, no, it was great. So that was why I had money there.
Right. Okay.
You think I would have chose the dogs, like maybe a better profile picture. But you live and learn, really, guys. I remember as well. Like, do you ever have those things where it'd be a big thing in school and it'd be a picture of like maybe 20 characters from something? And someone would make
They'd
one
tag
everyone in it.
I was
And
that
someone
person.
would always get done over and be like like I remember one, like I didn't even watch Scrubs, but someone did one of Scrubs and they tagged me as like the deadest dude, like some old weird dude, and I was like, why the fuck am I him? But there
Was it?
I don't know.
I think I know which one
I
it
literally
was.
don't know. But then there was like one which was loads of like cartoon characters, but for a bit, I don't know if they're still there. I used to, just because they were the only photos I was tagged in, I would just put them up as my profile picture.
That's so funny.
And then this guy, well, he's a mate, like, wow, but he wasn't really at the time, like messaged me like, what are you doing? Oh, he's commenting on them, in fact, like, you don't know how to use Facebook. And all this. Like, yeah. But yeah.
I can't get it to load because of the internet, but I would love to know which character it is.
What,
We
from
should bring
Scrubs?
them back. Should we start posting them and like tag random people from the comedy
Here's the
circuit?
guy.
Yeah, please, can we do that?
We do one. We just tag them all as Louis C.K.
Yeah. Can you do a comedy one?
Yeah, no,
Should we do-
we'll just tag all the rapists.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
the one.
I'm bringing them back. I was the person posting them, to be fair. Did you say you were?
I was, yeah, I would do
Doesn't
that.
I think I deleted them all because I was embarrassed.
I
that
still have
did.
them up for me. I'm trying to find. Would it be in photos of
You
Dan?
won't find this.
I won't
It's
find
too
it.
old. This is really old stuff.
Right.
I'm really not.
Well, I can
over
find
it.
mine easily.
Mm,
And I think I was.
Is that all the dirt you've got on me? Seriously?
yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't use the photo of him in that
Did you
tent.
not find that?
Which one?
Oh, you need to pull that up. It takes too long to find.
Which one in the tent?
Picture of me at a festival in Australia.
Wait.
And I'm just
Man looks
so
purple.
scrambled. Basically, I've gone in sit down in someone's tent because I'm fucked, like, on everything. Like, and I've gone for a little sit down.
Oh, you showed me this
and a
picture before.
spliff in the tent, but obviously I've fallen asleep and I've woken up to. They've obviously gone like, where is he? And they found me like asleep, like covered in a suit because it was Suit Sunday at the festival, so I was in a full suit, covered in mud, covered in dust, and I'm fucked and I'm asleep. And obviously I've woke up to the flash and just gone.
I have an entire album of it. And there's also
Yes.
ones where I
Wow.
edited my friends into photos. Like there's one where I've edited her next to Logan Lerman. Like
Who's Logan Lerman?
he was like a teen star. But there's this with Total Drama Island, and I think most people. Okay, Jody Lowe.
Maliki likes this. Total Drama Rama. Is that no way it's called?
I did one for friends. I don't even know who the. Oh, I tagged myself as Chandler.
Oh my
I
God.
can't believe.
Wow. Does every comedian want to be Chandler?
I think there was a time
I always wanted to be
Yeah,
Chandler.
Chandler is probably the best one.
Right. Okay. This is Twilight. Most beautiful. Okay, this one says the hungry one. I tagged my friend Grace. That's not nice.
That's the first one, bullying. Right, good start.
The peppy, cheerful one. Yeah. Oh, this. Okay, a smart and loyal friend. This is a British girl that I met on a cruise, and I've never spoken to her
No
since.
way.
I tagged her as
Maybe because
Bella.
what did you tag? She got a good one.
Yeah, smart and loyal.
That's nice.
The
Right, we need to do these. We should also do the comic quiz. One that you made.
Oh yeah,
the
ages
BuzzFeed.
ago.
I think you need to make it update one of those.
Yeah.
So wasn't that a BuzzFeed and you answer questions and it tells you which Northwest comic you are?
Yeah.
But it was ages ago because I did it, and who did I get? I think I got Phil Sutton, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But I think...
There's people on it who don't even live here anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need to do a new one.
We do need to do a new one.
There's so many of these. I actually am laughing at myself. I actually can't believe I tagged myself as Chandler.
Yeah, but who else would you tag yourself
That's
as?
true. Ross. As if.
I think it's actually funny for you to tag yourself as Chandler. It's worse if you tag yourself as like Rachel.
anyone else.
Like, that's cringe.
Yeah.
Who would you tag yourself as, Michael?
Ross.
People would always say I'm a
You're
Ross.
definitely Ross. There's literally no question. You're Ross from Friends, Will from The In-Betweeners, Norman Bates from Psycho. It's a no-brainer.
There's this one I've uploaded, and I've only tagged one person.
What?
And it was my friend Robin, who I grew up with, and it says, tag your friends who should try. And I tagged her as modeling.
Oh.
And then she said, which one am I? Modeling. Aha, thanks.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, there you go. And on that, I think we thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, where can people find you?
On Grind, no, sorry. At Tiernan Comedian. Come on, Dan. At Tiernan Comedian on Instagram. You can find me there.
You run a really good show here in Manchester that we all love doing every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday. And then we do monthly shows as well.
There you go.
The roast battle show. Stuff like that. That's at Jokes of the Oaks.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, thank you, Dan.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
everyone.
Angel
Thanks,
Dan.
freaks. It's been an absolute blast.
Bye.
Thanks to the Magic Mole.